They say cats choose their humans, but do they also choose how cuddly they want to be? Some cats melt into your arms like a fluffy puddle of love, while others act like they've got a 5-second hug limit. No exceptions. But does their gender have anything to do with it? Today, we're settling the debate once and for all. Are male or female cats the real cuddle champions? We'll dig into the science, the myths, and of course, the hilarious stories from cat owners who swear their fur babies are the ultimate snugglers. If you think your cat is the cuddliest creature on the planet, drop their name in the comments. Bonus points if they're currently glued to your lap. And hey, if they're the type to walk away mid-pet, well, we see you, independent queens and kings. Let's get into it. Before we dive into the ultimate cuddle battle, let's get scientific. Are cats naturally wired to be affectionate, or is cuddling just a learned behavior? First up, instincts. In the wild, cats aren't exactly known for snuggling in groups. Big cats like tigers and leopards are solitary hunters, while lions, the only truly social felines, form prides. Domesticated cats sit somewhere in between, social enough to form bonds, but still fiercely independent. Now let's talk hormones. Male cats, especially before neutering, tend to be territorial wanderers, focused more on claiming their turf than cozying up. But once they're neutered, boom, softer, sweeter, and way more likely to turn into a lap cat. Meanwhile, female cats, especially if they've had kittens, can be incredibly nurturing but also more selective with their affection. And here's the kicker. Spaying and neutering change everything. Fixed cats tend to be calmer, more social, and yes, more affectionate. So when it comes to cuddliness, gender plays a role, but it's not the whole story. Their personality and how they're raised, that's where things get interesting. All right, let's break it down. What are male and female cats really like when it comes to personality? Because if you've ever met a cat, you know they each have their own unique quirks, regardless of gender. But there are some common trends. First up, the boys. Male cats, especially neutered ones, are often described as the golden retrievers of the cat world. They're social, affectionate, and sometimes a little too needy. If you've ever had a male cat flop onto you like a furry weighted blanket, you know exactly what I mean. They tend to be more playful, more trusting, and more likely to follow you from room to room like a tiny, judgmental shadow. Now the ladies. Female cats are known for being a little more reserved, independent, and let's be honest, a bit more particular about who they grace with their affection. They'll cuddle, on their terms. They might rub against you 1 second and give you a polite but firm, "That's enough, swat the next." But don't let that fool you. When a female cat bonds with you, that love runs deep. She's just got standards, okay? Of course, these are just generalizations. Some male cats act like total divas, and some female cats are the clingiest love bugs you'll ever meet. In the end, personality wins over gender every time. But the question remains, who takes the crown for the ultimate cuddle champion? Let's see what cat parents have to say. Now, let's put the science aside for a second, because if there's one thing cat parents have, it's opinions. So we asked real cat owners, who's the ultimate cuddle champion, male or female cats? And the results? Well, let's just say this debate is far from settled. A surprising number of people swear by their male cats being the clingiest, snuggliest, most shameless attention seekers. Comments like, "My boy cat follows me everywhere and demands belly rubs on a schedule," or "He will literally cry if I don't let him sleep on my chest," popped up a lot. But then, we've got the female cat lovers who say their queens may be a little more selective, but when they love you, they really love you. She doesn't cuddle with just anyone, but when she does, it's the purest form of love. Or my girl waits until I'm in bed, then curls up against me like a tiny purring heater. Yep, we see you, loyal ladies. And then, of course, we got responses from people saying, my cat cuddles no one but the couch. So let's just acknowledge that some cats, regardless of gender, are just too cool for our love. So what's the takeaway? If you want a cat that's all over you 24/7, you might have better luck with a male. But if you're looking for a cat who chooses their cuddle moments like a VIP guest list, a female could be your perfect match. But what about one of the biggest factors that could change everything, spaying and neutering? Let's talk about it. If there's one thing that can totally flip the cuddliness scale, it's spaying and neutering. Yep, whether your cat is male or female, this little vet visit can make a huge difference in their personality. Before neutering, male cats tend to be more territorial, independent, and busy worrying about other things rather than cuddling. But once they're neutered, that macho, roam the neighborhood energy often fades, and suddenly they're all about snuggles, headbutts, and curling up on your lap like they own it. Female cats, on the other hand, can be a little more unpredictable. If they aren't spayed, they go through heat cycles, which means 1 minute they're rolling all over you, purring like a motor, and the next, they're pacing the house, yowling at the window like a dramatic opera singer. Once they're spayed, though, they tend to be calmer, more stable in their affection, and way more likely to settle into a relaxed, loving routine. So, what's the verdict? Neutered males often end up being the biggest cuddlebugs, while spayed females become more consistent in their affection. Either way, fixing your cat makes for a happier, healthier, and often more snuggly companion. Now that we've covered the science, the stereotypes, and real-life experiences, it's time to answer the big question: who wins the title of the ultimate cuddle champion? Let's settle this once and for all. All right, we've looked at the science, the personality traits, the real-life experiences, and even the impact of spaying and neutering. So now it's time for the final verdict. Which gender of cat is the ultimate cuddle champion? Drumroll, please. The answer is both. While male cats tend to be more affectionate, social, and clingy, and female cats tend to be more independent and selective with their cuddles, the biggest factor isn't gender, it's personality and socialization. Some boy cats are total divas, and some girl cats are full-on lap magnets. Spaying and neutering also change the game. Neutered males are often the most snuggly, while spayed females become more stable and affectionate over time. But at the end of the day, every cat is unique, and how they're raised plays a huge role in how cuddly they'll be. So instead of picking a winner, let's just agree on this: the cuddliest cat is the one who loves you the most. Whether they're a clingy boy or a reserved queen, if they choose to snuggle up with you, you've won the ultimate prize: their trust and love. Now, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Do you have a cuddle monster or a cat who treats affection like a rare VIP event? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more clawsome cat content. See you in the next one.